And it occurred to me, you know, you can't live in fear. And it's kind of hard to see, but there's a guy in an entire soldier outfit with a rifle, and you would just walk by him and say, bonjour, bonjour. It was a little bit intimidating. I also saw that at the London airports too. But I was in Newark, New Jersey this summer, and we were watching a Portuguese parade, and there were also soldiers at the event too. And the host I was staying with, she said, yeah, there was a shooting yesterday at the parade. And like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, wow, I'm actually a little bit afraid right now. Like, but I'm looking around like this massive parade, and there's families everywhere, and it was so comforting that, like I said, you can't live in fear. You know, people still go on with their everyday life, and that was really comforting. Maybe we can dim the lights a little bit, so I don't look so nervous, right?
That looks good. This looks
Does anybody know what any of these say?
Do you have enough light?
How about the back? What does it say?
There's one there that says, "What are you afraid of?"
Okay, how do you know that?
Because it's in Polish.
Okay, it's in Polish. What are you afraid of? Okay, I'm really going to have to tailor my presentation to the audience I got, and that's the first thing we're going to do. So take out your pen, and I want you to write down something you're afraid of. And if you can't think of anything right now that you're afraid of, I want you to write it down, something you were afraid of in the past, and something you had to get over.
I'm afraid of my mom.
Write that down, write that down. That's good.
Scares me.
I never thought I would be able to hold a tarantula. That's something I never thought I'd be able to do in my life. How many people are afraid of tarantulas? Put up your hand. It's kind of weird, right? That's a lot of people. And I wonder how many people wrote that down. Anybody? No? Okay, that's even more exciting. Okay. So now we're going to get it. And what I'm going to do with all those things written down, I want you to tear it off. And you're going to bring it up to the front. You don't have to do it now. And I'm not going to read them, but I'm going to take them for something else, for a future presentation. Because that's not what this presentation is necessarily about. But I saw this thing on Fear Factor where they had to put their head in a chamber with tarantulas. And when I saw that, I never thought I wouldn't be able to do that for any sum of money. And I showed up at this convention with one of my clients. It was an animal convention, and the first thing I saw when I walked in there was little kids holding on to these tarantulas, and I thought, how could I be afraid of a tarantula? And this 5-year-old is just fearless, holding on to it. So it's almost like this fear starts to develop out of nowhere. So I knew that that day I had to do that, and I was shaking. I'm not even shaking right now, and I'm very surprised. But I walked over and I held the tarantula for like 20 seconds, and that specific moment changed my life, because I walked out of there thinking, wow, if I can do something that I never thought I would be able to do, then you can really do anything in life, right? And okay.